Hi everyone, welcome to my review of the Super Mario Bros. Movie from 2023, directed by Michael Jelenic and Aaron Horvath, and produced by Illumination, Universal Studios, and of course, Nintendo. So yes, we are back once again, this time round, finally here to discuss the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and there will be a spoiler warning on this discussion. If you haven't seen this film, I simply recommend seeing it. A big recommendation from me, and then you can come back to this and rest easy that you won't be given spoilers. I'll be talking about different points of the film and the ending and stuff. So yes, with that said, let's dig into my general thoughts on this film. Seeing this just over a month ago now, definitely as of recording this, but I wanted to let it sit in, and then I've been definitely thinking about this film quite a lot. I had a great experience, I must say, with this film. But yeah, backstory, being a Mario fan, especially since I was 7, because that's when I first owned a Mario game, Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Game Boy Advance. That's when I had my Game Boy. I got that when I was 6, and it was one of the first games that I got, on that system, and it's certainly the first Mario game that I owned, and it's one of my favourite games. And from there, I played most of the Mario games, the Super Mario games, of course, behind me, one of them, and yes, just a massive Nintendo fan. So hearing that this film was coming. Whatever the case of the outcome, I didn't know. Obviously, no one knew. I was very interested to see this, and excited about already. The future of would they make more films, and clearly now they will. Obviously, make more films. Very successful film. This is the third highest grossing animated film of all time, and actually the highest grossing film based on a video game. So that's great, and it's only good news really for a Nintendo fan like me. And yes, just I was very interested to see this. Waited for the Blu-ray, of course, and not the 4K. Sat down to watch this, as I say, over a month ago, and I didn't know what to expect really, but I thought I'd like the film, and it looked very nice. And obviously, hearing for example, Jack Black voicing Bowser, that already I was thinking, wow, that's gonna be great, and it really was. Jack Black for me, is the standout. Just the voice acting here for Bowser. Wow, it's so great, so spot on, and perfect. And all round, I must say, the casting is spot on. It really is. I loved seeing these characters, and we do have Charles Martinet as well, playing the father of Mario and Luigi, and another character as well, Giuseppe, and it's great to hear him as well. Obviously, he was the our main voice actor for many years of Mario, and obviously no longer. The current one, he stepped down, but it's great that he's in this film as well. And we have Chris Pratt, we have Anya Taylor-Joy, obviously Charlie Day, great voice acting here, I think, and the casting is spot on, really, and especially, as I say, Jack Black as Bowser. This is just wow, legendary stuff. But yes, I heard about all this beforehand, but didn't know what to expect, and went into it, and just had a really nice time. I must say, this was better than I thought it'd be. A very good film overall, I will say straight away, for me. And I know. I can't wait to see the sequels and see what they do and expand, on this, and just because this had to be. I understand. I've said it before. A very, simple, and I wouldn't say basic, but a very easy to understand for people that perhaps are not Mario players, of course, families and stuff, who maybe perhaps haven't played, adults. Some adults, haven't played Mario really. Although obviously a lot of people have played Mario, of course, over the world. But just this is as a film that had to appeal to a wide audience. So I understand how it was more, at times just showing, very quickly, briefly, I guess, aspects of the Mario franchise. For example, Mario Kart is in there as well, and it's wonderfully done. I think the references and the ways in which different Mario staples are, shown quite briefly. It doesn't feel, rushed or for the sake of it. It's very organically woven into the narrative, and I think it is quite natural in the way it's done. Donkey Kong as well. That was, a great moment there in the film, in the middle portion, and I understand, it had to be quite you know, easy going, I guess, and you know, more of a commercial, you know, telling of, I guess, you know, many of the different Mario, you know, aspects, and you know, I was on board with that, you know, and I think even then, you know, and kind of going in thinking that, you know, it did not, you know, it kind of surprised me actually how, you know, it done this, but it didn't film, as I say, you know, kind of just for the sake of it, and kind of references in there, you know, just to kind of, you know, do that. It didn't feel dumbed down as well at the same time. While appealing to, you know, the mass market, it did feel like it was made for, you know, the actual fans as well. You know, people who have, for example, played Mario over the years, and you know, different references in there. But yes, you know, we start out with of course, the plumbers in Brooklyn, and they go through, you know, after a few shenanigans, of course, and a hilarious scene with this dog. You know, I love that moment. You know, we have them basically going through a pipe, and they get separated, but of course Mario, following him for most of the film, he ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom, of course, and Peach, very quickly meeting Peach, Princess Peach, and of course it's a very different tale, this one. It's very interesting how, of course, that happened, and you know, he doesn't, she wasn't aware of, you know, who he was, and so they first meet in this bit, and I guess it makes sense, again, for setting up, you know, different films, sequels, and kind of making it, you know, make sense in film, in the film way, I guess, and how, yeah, they went for this, and it did work, and you know, he arrives in the Mushroom Kingdom, and you know, just first of all, you know, wow, the animation to this, you know, blew me away, and you know, I was quite taken aback by how, you know, wonderful this looks, and I think the details, you know, in this is just stunning, of course, and different references that are not, you know, kind of all, you know, chucked at you as well, because some of them are very much in the background, and you know, kind of musical moments as well, motifs you can pick up on, of course, and I guess there's so many, you know, references in this. That it's nice that some of them are, you know, in the background, and you know, quite subtle, and are there, you know, if you you know, are very hyper aware of Mario, you know, as well as, I think, yeah, being quite natural, and you know, I loved how we arrived in the Mushroom Kingdom. Just as I say, the visuals throughout this film, absolutely stunning. It just really is something special, and you know, it's a real treat. And of course, just throughout the film, you know, I was loving different moments. Overall, never, you know, to the point where I was kind of dipping out. I was always invested in this film, and you know, I will say it's very nice to see. You know, just a film that kind of tries to entertain, tries to warm the heart, and you know, quite a short film, obviously, but you know, it doesn't feel rushed. You know, it never feels rushed, and just you know, I feel a film that is just trying to, you know, entertain the audience. It's just simply a fun film that has so much work put into it, and you know, just thinking about the details, and thinking about the fans, and also just people who haven't, you know, perhaps as well, you know, kids that haven't played Mario yet, but then they see this film, and you know, kind of thing, and or families, and they can get, you know, kind of behind this as well, and yeah, always obviously great to see, you know, kind of stuff when that happens, I guess, and yeah, just I think it's very nice that we have this film finally. Obviously, in the 90s, that kind of put off Nintendo with kind of pursuing the Mario films, obviously, but finally they have, you know, kind of done this, and you know, it's great, and you know, it's a real event, you know, and after seeing the film, you know, I was quite moved, especially, you know, the credits as well. We have actually, you know, if you listen, well, you don't have to listen too closely. If you've played Mario Galaxy, we have the Gusty Garden Galaxy music in there, which, to me, you know, just you know, it really did bring tears to my eyes. Very special game to me, and you know, the fact they put that in the credits, you know, stuff like this. They did not forget the fans, obviously, and you know, it's for everyone, of course, but you know, it's great that there's stuff in there for the fans. In that sense, it feels like a very, you know, true, you know, kind of pure Mario, you know, invention, I guess, you know, product, and you know, it's very sincere, this film, and you know, I hear as well, you know, Shigeru Miyamoto was very pleased with this film, and you know, it's just great he was involved in this as well, and you know, seeing him kind of promote the film, it's very nice that he finally got to see, you know, a proper you know, kind of Mario film that they all were pleased with, and you know, that is great, you know, animated Mario film, and obviously, yes, you know, I just loved, I love this film at times, and overall, just had a great time, watching this. It's a very, very good film. I think the way in which we go from Act 1 to 2 is very interesting, and then, kind of the third act, the final act happens very, very quickly, and we're kind of in there, but it doesn't feel, as I say, rushed. It's got a wonderful flow, and the way it all comes together in the end, it's really nice. I love seeing Bowser, and Kamek as well, kind of talking, and we don't have, I will say, Bowser Jr., which, I would have liked. That's one of my few, big things. I would have liked to have seen Bowser Jr. Obviously, he will probably be in the sequels, but he's such a big part of the of the Mario games, and certainly after a point. I think as well it would have been even more appealing actually, for people to see Bowser Jr. and Bowser together in this. But I guess we have a lot of characters in this, so it's not too much of a complaint. But perhaps certainly see him in the sequels. That'd be great, and also Yoshi. Again, they did as this is a spoiler review, we can talk about it. They did show multiple Yoshis running around at one point, very, very quickly, and that was just so cute, and it kind of made me think, yes, this is the first film, but I really would have liked to have seen Yoshi as well. But we did have the end credits scene with a Yoshi egg being shown, of course, there. So obviously that is a hint, very, very obvious hint that he will be, Yoshi will be in, at least one of the next Mario films, and hopefully we have Yoshi and Bowser Jr. In there as well at the same time. That would be great, and it would be really cool to see. Again, I was wanting at least Bowser Jr. in this. It would have made sense, but seeing Bowser, and his army, of course, and just it's so epic, this film, in the way that Bowser is kind of shown. But also, of course, we have great comedy throughout in this film. As I say, the dog scene early on was hilarious, but just moments with Bowser, and Peach. Obviously, he is trying to take over by stealing this superstar, and kind of trying to marry Peach, obviously, and it's a great way they kind of played on the games, but it's quite different as well. And Peach is very different. She doesn't know Mario, of course, and she's kind of showing him, as we know early on, how to, training him up basically, and stuff. And it's this really cool spin on it, and as well Peach and Bowser, the kind of the comedy there is just hilarious, and I love the way in which Jack Black played, Bowser, and obviously the very iconic song Peaches. That is that is a hilarious moment. It really is, and it's definitely something I was thinking about. Long after the film. This song, and it's just it could have been quite annoying, but Nintendo and everyone involved handled this so well, and it's just it's something that in the wrong hands it could have been just this silly annoying kind of song, but it's hilarious, and it's actually very epic as well in the way it's done, and just loved that moment, and I loved, as I say, the final act at times, and it's great seeing, obviously it's quite strange at the beginning at times for me, with the way it transitions into the Mushroom Kingdom, but overall I understand them going for that route, and it's just once they are in the Mushroom Kingdom, it really is from then on I think even better, and it's just great. All the, as I say, all the voice acting, Chris Pratt, everyone involved, Jack Black, of course. It's just, it really is spot on, and especially as I say, Jack Black, in this film, and as I say, I cannot wait to see more Mario films with these with this cast, and it's just, I think the music in general as well in this film was stunning. Brian Tyler, of course, amazing composer. He done the score, and the way in which Mario kind of themes songs are used in this, and just it feels quite original, but it does feel obviously like a Mario film, playing on different themes, pieces of music in the Mario games. It's just great to hear in a film, and as I say, all the way up through the credits where we hear obviously Gusty Garden Galaxy from Mario Galaxy, just one of the greatest for me pieces of music ever, actually, especially in the actual game, but yes, wow, just the music throughout is stunning. As I say, just this film, it really surprised me. It was very nice to see finally, you know, as a massive Mario fan, you know, kind of a true Mario fan. You know, I've been for 20 years now, being 27. You know, first owning Mario game when I was 7, and obviously you're aware of him before then, playing different things. But yes, you know, it's just been you know, it's great to see this finally, and it's very nostalgic in that sense. Even though this is an original film, obviously, it was very nostalgic to see this and see different characters and kind of locations, and you know, obviously the Mushroom Kingdom, you know, in a film, and yeah, it was just a real treat actually, and for me, a very good film. My final rating for this is an 82%. You know, very high score for me. You know, I do think this was a very surprising work, but I did have faith, you know, in all those involved. It was a surprise. It was better than I thought it would be, and definitely something that I've looked back on as well over the months. You know, seeing this, you know, fond memories already, and you know, I look forward to watching it again sometime, and also obviously the sequels to this. So yes, a very, very good film, and you know, great moments in there, and the animation is stunning. You know, the work that went into this, the details, you know, bring this to life, and different references, and just, you know, it really is a very sincere film, just pure entertainment, and you know, caring about obviously the universe, you know, the Mario games and all this, but you know, just I think being, you know, a very simple, you know, clear, easy to understand, you know, and sincere and warm, you know, family film, I guess, and you know, it really is. That's commendable. Just because a film is simple, you know, that is not. You know, if you see my channel, you know, I always praise that more than anything, really. You know, to get across, you know, this to an audience in a very, you know, always clear, 100%, you know, concise way. That's something that's very commendable, and you know, it's harder to do than some would make out. You know, I feel, and yeah, it doesn't feel, you know, too basic, this film, but it's good that it is, you know, kind of a simple one, and you know, just easy to follow, I guess, for different people, and it done, you know, amazingly well. So you know, I'm, you know, 100% happy with this, and you know, just it was a really nice film to see. You know, Mario Kart references as well in there, and as I say, the way that these references and different things in the franchise are kind of you know, organically woven into this, and you know, feels it feels original. It feels you know, kind of sincere, and you know, there's loads of different things going on, and obviously as well, much more room for you know, more Mario appearances. You know, different characters and stuff in later films, and who knows what they'll do with the worlds that we go to and visit. You know, with Mario and all the characters. You know, yeah, I can only imagine, really, and I have faith that those involved will you know, continue to just you know, surprise and entertain, and you know, it was quite a magical film, this, so hats off, and you know, I did have a really nice time watching this. So yes, it would be great to hear your thoughts in the comments, and really look forward to this. You know, as a massive, as I say, Mario fan, it would be really cool to discuss Mario in the comments. Not something I usually do on this channel, this one of course, but yes, really like this film, obviously, as I say, and it was just a real treat, and you know, I must say, you know, it's great that the first animated Mario film, they really, for me at least, got it right, and certainly very, very successful, and that is very pleasing, of course, and you know, it's very nice, it warms the heart, and you know, we'll be getting many more films, hopefully, you know, Mario films, and of course, different Nintendo films coming about more as well now, so that's great, and yeah, I just had a lovely time with this, and yeah, just a very, very good film for me, and you know, it's quite a magical experience. So yes, that's my thoughts. As I say, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and yeah, we'll be back soon with more videos on the channel. So yes, as always, take care, and thanks for watching.